I spend a lot of time in my car, and so I kept repeatedly hearing this news story about these children that were being left in their diapers because their folks couldn't afford a new diaper and that the kids were getting sick. I love to throw a party, I love a good cocktail hour, and I love my friends. And what I knew, if I would have this party, that my friends would come. And if I asked them to bring diapers, that no matter how much everybody was struggling, they could show up with diapers. They showed up. They came pouring. I had diapers on my front porch for weeks. And now I realize that with 110 women or 300 women in the room, the magnitude of what we can do for these small charities is significant and can change their world.
It's just this great fun event where you get together and with people that you don't know, so you're meeting new folks. Your ticket, if you will, is bringing an item that the charity has requested.
I think the great thing about Cocktails for a Cause is that they came to us and said, what do you need? What's going to make the biggest impact on what you do every day? And we have a big wish list, but at different times we need different things. And so we could share those specific items that were going to make a dramatic impact for our families at that point in time.
Hand-to-hand giving, going from the hands of the Cocktails for a Cause women into the hands of those in need.
When we give it, it is collected that night, and the next day it's there. And it's being used, and that is tremendous. And I think that's very satisfying to the women in the room.
Women who came to the Cocktails for a Cause event brought towels and twin-size sheets and pillows. Most of our residents are coming right out of homelessness. They don't come with much of anything, and so when they come into our home, to have a fresh, clean, beautiful set of bath towels and sheets and pillows is a real gift.
There's a great number of women to say hello, and then you get to listen to what the charities do, and that's very, very moving.
What you see with Brent's Place is a small nonprofit serving a population or a group of kids that is unique. And so for us as a small nonprofit, awareness around Denver and the state of Colorado is a challenge. There were two things really that our partnership with Cocktails for a Cause achieved for us, and one was awareness, so letting all those people in the room know that we exist and the work that we're doing, and then also providing goods that we need to operate every day.
The point of Cocktails for a Cause is to educate these women in the city of these charities that I think 90% of us don't know anything about. And so the real meaning of Cocktails for a Cause isn't the party, it's to help our community. It's incredible, and you can see as you're in the room and that charity is speaking, I can look out at a room of 100 women and I can see it resonating with them.
Great food, great fun, great women who just wanted to learn about local charities. When I go to these, I always come away where I've learned something and where I've met great people.
Come and have some wine, have something to eat, and just sit and relax and see what your contribution to that night does in culmination with everybody else's contribution.
It's a wonderful time. The room is overflowing with energy and just wonderful ideas.
What's great about Cocktails for a Cause is we don't have to just pick one. We have this opportunity to help a lot of different people that have a lot of different needs.
The amazing thing about Cocktails for a Cause is that everyday women are empowered to make change through giving, even in non-traditional sense, to local communities. It's difficult sometimes, and especially in the economy right now. Sometimes it's not so easy to write a $100 check, but it might be a little easier to go out and buy crayons and markers or a coat or a backpack. And then you can see that there's all this amazing change that's happening around you, whether it's good times or bad times, but that you get to be a part of that in some sense. My first event, we saw 2 vans full of books. We saw 2 vans that were full of books, and that's amazing.
I remember the first time that I walked in with my donation of coats and hats and gloves and literally saw this huge pile on the garage floor of what we had collected so far.
Bags and bags of coats, gloves, hats. One woman made a scarf for every one of our children.
When the truck pulled up to Providence House and they started bringing in, and it took a while, they brought in so many gifts, and what we realized was that every single resident at Providence House got new bath towels, got new bath products. It just doesn't happen very often where they get gifts like this. It's a little bit like Christmas, but everybody gets a gift.
One little guy who received a coat. Well, he outgrew the coat last year. He would not relinquish that coat. And it was one of the Bronco coats that had come in. And finally we just told him he could keep it, and now it's on his bear in his room in his cottage. I hope you know that there are those stories there, that there are those children that truly appreciate what you do as well as us adults.
You have given something that goes to an individual who needs it very badly. I think that blesses both the charity and the person who gives the gift.
Our hope for Cocktails for Cause is that someone will hear about us and they'll come and they'll check it out. They'll have a great time. They'll hear about a local charity they never heard about before, and they'll come again next time and bring a friend or two. And that's how we've grown.
I stand in awe of Cocktails for a Cause. I stand in awe of the women that come to help me, and the gratitude I feel for the organization that we are building and what we're going to be able to do for the city. I am inspired to stand out at the truck and see these women bringing bags and bags of things. We are going to help Denver, and that excites me.